He's the Dark Knight, the Caped Crusader, the world's greatest detective. For over 80 years, Batman has been one of the most iconic figures in all of popular culture. But how did a regular man with no superpowers become a symbol of justice, feared by criminals everywhere? Let's dive into the shadows and uncover the incredible story of Batman. It all began in May 1939. In the pages of Detective Comics number 27, created by artist Bob Kane and writer Bill Finger, Batman was an instant hit. The story was dark, gritty, and different from the superpowered heroes of the day. The origin is legendary. Young Bruce Wayne witnesses the murder of his parents, Thomas and Martha Wayne, in a Gotham City alley. This single, tragic event fuels his lifelong crusade. He dedicates himself to ridding his city of the evil that took his parents' lives. Bruce trains his body and mind to peak human perfection, mastering martial arts, criminology, and countless sciences. He realizes that to strike fear into the hearts of criminals, he needs to become a symbol. Inspired by a bat that crashes through his window, he creates the persona of Batman. Unlike heroes like Superman, Batman is entirely human. His greatest power is his intellect, his unwavering will, and his immense wealth. Wayne Enterprises gives him access to an arsenal of high-tech gadgets, vehicles, and a state-of-the-art command center, the Batcave, hidden beneath Wayne Manor. His utility belt is a marvel, containing everything from batarangs and a grappling gun to smoke pellets and A key part of the Batman mythos is his strict moral code. He refuses to kill. This rule is what separates him from the very criminals he fights. It's a line he has vowed never to cross, believing that if he did, he would be no better than them. This internal conflict is a central theme in many of his best stories, constantly testing his resolve. You can't talk about Batman without mentioning his incredible rogues gallery, arguably the greatest in all of comics. These aren't just generic bad guys. They are complex, tragic, and often serve as dark reflections of Batman himself. The Joker, his absolute arch-nemesis, is the embodiment of chaos to Batman's order. He has no rational motive. He just wants to watch the world burn. Then there's Catwoman, Selina Kyle, a master thief who walks the line between hero and villain and shares a complicated, romantic history with Batman. There's the Riddler, who challenges Batman's intellect with elaborate puzzles. The Penguin, a high society crime boss. Two-Face, a former district attorney tragically scarred and driven to madness, making decisions with the flip of a coin. Each villain tests a different aspect of Batman's character, from his physical prowess to his detective skills and his very sanity. But Batman doesn't fight alone. He's built a family, a network of allies known as the Bat. The first and most famous is Dick Grayson, the original Robin. After his own parents were murdered, Bruce took him in. Seeing a kindred spirit, he trained him to be his partner, giving him an outlet for his grief and preventing him from going down a darker path. Dick Grayson eventually grew up and became his own hero. Over the years, many others have taken on the mantle of Robin, including Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and even Bruce's own son, Damian Wayne. There's also Barbara Gordon, who became the brilliant Batgirl, and later, after being paralyzed by the Joker, the information broker Oracle. And of course, there's his loyal butler, Alfred Pennyworth. Alfred is more than just a servant. He's Bruce's surrogate father, his conscience, and the one person who keeps him grounded. From the campy, fun-loving Adam West TV show of the 1960s, which introduced Batman to a massive mainstream audience, to the groundbreaking animated series of the 90s that defined the character for a generation, Batman has been a constant presence on our screens. The animated series, with its dark deco art style and mature storytelling, is still considered a masterpiece. It gave us Kevin Conroy's definitive Batman voice and Mark Hamill's legendary take on the Joker. On the big screen, Batman's journey has been just as varied. Tim Burton's 1989 film brought a gothic, dark vision to life. Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy in the 2000s gave us a gritty, realistic take on the hero, exploring themes of fear, chaos, and sacrifice in a post-9/11 world. And now, we have a new generation of Batman films, exploring the detective aspect of the character even further. Each interpretation offers a different lens through which to view this complex hero. Batman has also been the star of some of the most acclaimed graphic novels ever written. Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns presented an older, more brutal Batman coming out of retirement in a dystopian future. The Killing Joke by Alan Moore gave us a potential and truly horrifying origin for the Joker. Year One retold Batman's first year of crime fighting with a noir-inspired flavor. These stories, and countless others, have added incredible depth and complexity to the character and his world. So why does Batman endure? Why do we keep coming back to this character after more than 8 decades? Maybe it's because he's human. He reminds us that you don't need superpowers to make a difference. He represents the peak of human potential. The idea that with enough training, discipline, and willpower, anyone can become a force for good. He's a story of turning personal tragedy into a lifelong mission to help others. He's a symbol of hope in a dark world. A knight who proves that one person can stand up against the darkness and inspire others to do the same. From the comic book page to the silver screen, Batman's legacy is undeniable. He's more than just a superhero. He's a cultural icon, a modern myth that continues to evolve and inspire. The story of the man behind the cowl is a timeless tale of justice, resilience, and the enduring power of the human spirit. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Gotham's Protector, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Let us know in the comments who your favorite Batman villain is. See you next time!